Okay, there we go. Everything is live and working. So to recap, I did solve the stuttering issue I mentioned. It might not have been super noticeable on your guys' end, but basically the way I was using, oopsie, I didn't change the stream information. So it's in Super Mario RPG. And we already have someone making me wear a hat, so let me hold that thought, and I shall be back to continue in just a moment. Here we go. Perfect. So, basically, I had previously been using OBS's stream projector as my screen. And that was causing lag, which I did not notice for Tears of the Kingdom, if it even caused it for Tears of the Kingdom, probably because it's 30 FPS, and Skyward Sword is not. So, I had to readjust my setup, so now I'm actually using the output of my capture card. Which is probably what I should have done from the beginning, but it was just more convenient to not do that once I got a new computer and had to replug in everything. And yeah, so that's solved. And then lastly, I think that was about it actually. Oh, yeah, just to recap, I'm probably only streaming Zelda today because it was a long work day and I have some stuff to do tonight. So it might be a 2-ish hour stream of Zelda. So Final Fantasy V will likely be tomorrow. We're also not going to fail on any tutorials this time because I just mind blank logic. I still can't get over the fact that I failed the flying tutorial because I didn't realize how to fly. Even though I've literally played this before and literally not had trouble with it before. Not the HD version, obviously, but... Damn cats. So, I like how it gives you a little recap of what we're supposed to do. And that is what we're supposed to do. We're going to drop down to the surface. We're going to see what's below the clouds. In a minute, anyway. I don't think there's really much else I can do here. Hey! Because they're just, mad at me because Zelda's gone, which is fine. If the tornado didn't do it, I would have done it. Just gotta end her now so she's not there in Tears of the Kingdom. This is not where the stairs are. But boy oh boy, does it sure look a lot nicer. I suppose we don't really need to go anywhere specific. We need to jump off anywhere. I've already done around town what I wanted to do for now. So away we go. Down to the surface we go. Now, what shall we find down there? Perhaps Zelda? Perhaps. Master Frost, we've arrived. This is the fabled surface that has long been a part of Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds. Ooh. Thank you. Very fancy, man. Please proceed with caution, Master. Alright, well, I think we shall do that. Oh, right. Oh yeah. We're gonna get used to it. We're definitely going to get used to the combat in this once again. One second. And what could that ominous black smoke be? Many of us might be wondering. Big demon leech slug thing. From Link's nightmares. But all seems to be well, at least for now. Seems to be just fine. What about this door? Spies trying to talk against the glory sword. Master, I have information to report. While these doors appear to have been opened recently, they are now sealed shut by a powerful, unidentified force. Wowee, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Suppose we could go down there. I think that actually might be what I'm supposed to do. It has been a hot minute since I played this. Young one, child of destiny, descended from the sky. Raise the sword of the goddess Skyward. Take aim at the evil aura and unleash its power. No more evil aura. See, it's that simple. We've saved the surface. Or something, probably. Master Frost, I'm sensing a change in the area that was triggered by your Skyward strike. I have also detected an ore that correlates closely to your sailcloth. I surmise this ore belongs to Zelda. I can lead you in the direction of this ore through a process known as dowsing. Please, for the love of God, don't explain it to me. Understood, Master. Basically, it's just like a GPS, kind of, I guess. And then it'll point you towards where to go, but I don't really need to worry about it that much. And now the door is open. Fancy temple they got here. Oh damn it, I do have a bottle actually. No, that's not what I need. Where's my inventory? Right, ours. Hold on. Scoop better. Excellent. It will come to your aid automatically. Yeehaw. The traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. Behold my pendulum hair. Tell me, what is your name? Frost. Ah, Frost. Good, very good. Since you've already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword when pointed skyward, the Skyward strike is yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I've sat here for many years waiting for you to arrive, all so that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide. You stand under the roof of the Sealed Temple, a place built by the goddess in eternity ago. Your arrival here was predestined many, many years ago. The Spirit Maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending to this land in a shower of light. There's no doubting it, the gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet all is not as it should be. The Spirit Maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. I feel an evil power working in the shadows. It moves to warp the destiny of which you two are a part. Frost, you're concerned for the Spirit Maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes? That is understandable, but for now you must focus on moving forward. That girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you. She set out for Farron Woods to discover that destiny for herself, and you must follow. Show me your map. Maps have X's on them, and that is how you can see where to go. And that is where you shall go, by using the X. And you can place a big shiny on it. A beacon stands to guide you, that's the big shiny. Go now, you must head into Farron Woods and chase after the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda. On your way out, take the contents of the treasure chest within this room. What you find there should prove useful to you on your journey. Magic hair. Magic pendulum hair. You're ready. Leave through the door before you and head into the woods. Wish you safe travel. Know that all the questions you have now will be answered in time. For now, Frost, go bravely. Wait, does it also give me a bottle? It did give me a bottle. That's really what I care about. Onward we go. There's that beacon of light. And there's some birds. And a native. Or as we Zelda people that go around. Oh, the way, scram! And those are bokoblins. Okay, you think you're fancy? Oh, thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. Just who are those red pests? I did not expect to run into a pack of them in this peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. Are you big for taking care of those guys? Let me tell you something fascinating. Oh, I'm sure this will be very fascinating. Hey, bud, I'm Gorko the Goron. I'm researching the ancient history of these woods here. According to the ancient text, there is some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up the sky. Apparently, these old statues serve as landmarks to those traveling up to the sky, or down from this Isle of the Goddess place. If you find one, be sure to examine it, blah blah blah. This statue is special, as it's said to have the ability to activate all other statues. Whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I for one believe it to be true. Otherwise, why'd be a statue? It's a real head scratcher, bud. A fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. Alright, better brace yourself, because I'm about to blow your mind. Look at this, people actually live on the Sky Island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than birds down here. Up there, everyone reveres the goddess, and the residents of the islands and the sky live a perfect society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. Not only that, but from what I can tell, their civilization is way, way more advanced than ours down here. But it doesn't even stop there, bud. This Isle of the Goddess has even more stuff to marvel at. It's crafted by the goddess herself, some figures that it's filled with wonders we do not have here. The buildings are all made of gold, an endless spring of mystical water feeds a river through the place. One sip of that stuff and you live forever. Trees are heavy with plum fruit that cure all disease, the fields are crowded with pumpkins that never rot, magic wildflowers bloom everywhere. And the weather, oh, not too hot, not too cold, no chance of sweaty heat. That's the Isle of the Goddess. Amazing, right? Wrong. It is beyond amazing. I don't feel this is accurate, somehow, but I'm gonna ask for more. I've had more to tell you now, but I will need to research these statues to learn more. Link's just not gonna tell him that he came from there. Whoa! What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? The statue reacted the moment you got near. How crazy is that? I guess it's somewhat crazy. How did the statue know? That's the only crazy thing. It's an animatronic statue. Goro! What was that? The statue just reacted. What do you do? Come on, don't make a big guy beg. I don't think I can actually tell him because Link refuses to talk to him. Link just will not speak. Money. Master, now that you've accessed the stone statue, you can return to the sky at will. Furthermore, by using a certain amiibo figure, you can return to the sky from anywhere on the surface and come back to where you left. Yeah. I'm assuming it's the Skyward Sword amiibo. But, like, I guess that's nice, but it's not, like, major. It's not something I majorly require. Now push the dang log. Or not. Yeah, we're... Good to hit. Oh, right, you gotta hold it. weird not having Ultra Hand and other various things to do all my moving for me. I've gotta hit buttons to move. This is nonsense. I just take off that beacon. Master, you've entered Farron Woods. The plentiful water. Wow. I was typing response in chat, and then that happened. It is logical that lush plant life and water resources attracted animal species to the region. Weird how only some of the dialogue proceeds automatically. Looking at the probabilities, it is extremely likely that Zelda is somewhere in the area. I recommend you continue to use your dowsing ability. Dowsing. No, I will never use that ability. At least not right now. Hello, creatures. Listen, you. Another native. Huh? It's gone quiet. Quee-hoo. Now there's a green one. I didn't even know they came in green. Don't hurt me. Queep. And then he runs off. Perhaps the ancient precursor to Koroks. Or the ancient precursor to Deku Scrubs. Given that they are plant-like. I guess Koroks kind of are too. I don't need to save. Well, do I have to activate it? No. Oh, do I have to hunt him down? I hear him. Listen, sir, get back here. I didn't see where he went. Oh, there he is. Spotted me again! Quee. Oh, you don't want to eat me? Quee, and come to think of it, why did you fight off all those red monsters? You believe I'm Machi. I'm a Kiwi. A Kiwi, but also with a K. You seem okay, even though you're scary. Thank you for helping me. That's weird, Kiku. A little while ago, I ran into another funny animal like you, but that one was a girl. This is Zelda. I don't know who this girl was, cute Kukui, but she was in a bunch of trouble when I saw her. A pack of those mean red guys were after her. Kui, but she stayed with the Kikui elder. Master, we have obtained new information on Zelda's current status. This information indicates that she was assailed by monsters but somehow evaded capture. However, I infer that she is still in significant danger. I have marked the position of the Kikui known as Machi. Please confirm your current location. Furthermore, my analysis suggests that this Kikui most likely produces a false positive dowsing reaction to the previous direct contact with Zelda. Using this hypothesis, I theorize there is an 85% chance that the Kikui Elder will also generate a dowsing reaction for the same reason. Well, guess what? But I literally don't even need to douse. Really spooky, Kui. You keep some very strange company, friend. You believe? It sounds like you're set on finding this friend in the Elder. If you're heading that way anyway, Kui, would you mind telling our Elder that I'm safe? Cheer up, Kui. I bet your friend is safe with our Elder. Right, if you say so. I'm gonna push this log down there. I'm gonna pick up whatever that is. An amber relic. The original Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, nerd. Wait on. Oh wait, that's way too annoying. I'm not carrying it any further. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, they're definitely Korok precursors, because that's... Well, that wasn't a Deku strip, that was an Octocrop. So... Listen, you. What? How dare you break my shield? And angrily destroy all of nature. Listen, you. I don't have a shield with which to annihilate him. So I guess he's just going to have to live. Wait. Oh, right. He's gonna try to walk on the rope for some reason. And I also failed to jump onto the rope. I am Ultra Queen Elder. Zelda? Oh, the girl creature with the blonde hair. She looks like one of your kind. Yes, she was with me. Now is not the time for talk. Now's not the time for talk, but you sure love saying wow. The woods are full of monsters. I'm worried about my missing tribe. The shocking awareness made my memories of the girl quite hazy. What, you say you met some of my people? So Archie is safe, eh? Ah, but the monsters, they're still lurking in the forest. I don't dare leave this spot. 3 Kikuis are still unaccounted for. Could I ask you to search for them and make sure they are safe, Kui? I'm worried sick for my fellow Kikwis. If you could calm my fears, I might be able to remember more about where the girl you seek went off to, Kui. Learning that Zelda is no longer with the Kikwi Elder is an unfortunate setback, but he may still have useful information. 85% probability that your quest will be aided if you find the lost Kikwis for the Elder. Oh boy, a dowsing option for the Kikwis. Just what we always needed. Oh no. We're good, Fi. I'm not sure. I think you couldn't skip any tutorials in the olden Skyward Sword. Okay, we're good. Link. Okay. I know that one's got a bandana on. Oh wow, they all know how to dodge or block. I forgot how to do the jump, the finish jump, but as is really no need. Ornamental skull. Slightly macabre fashion, bearing the Boko Blin symbol. Wowie. Kikwi. They're definitely precursors to Koroks. Or the Kokiri. You fought all those red guys, so does that mean that you're a good guy? Say I get this pub, my legs are turned to jelly and I can't get down. Think you can help me, Kui? Oh, I sure do. That's not what I needed to do, actually. Oh, that was effective. Well, thanks to you, I'm staying to keep a leap. Really, the Elder's worried about me? Oh, I better get back to the Elder. My name's Lop, so if you see the Elder, tell him where I am. Oh, my legs, my bones. Excellent. Who is daring to put combat music at me? Is it you, Bird? Do you think you're cool? Really? Okay. Well, that's enough of that then. birds are definitely not worth the time. Listen, sir. I've been discovered, didn't I? I thought I had a good hiding place. I'm Urla. You won't find another key queen in these woods that's half as good as hiding as I am. Except the elder, of course. I'm sure. Did not mean to take out my fairy. Oh, that's how you do a fatal blow. Same as the spin, actually. Very fragile fruit. But onward we go. Gonna ignore these gentlemen. And there she be, a piece of heart. So to our non-other Zelda players. Normally how you increase your heart total, you collect 4 pieces of heart. And then for some reason, I'm pretty sure it's 5 in Twilight Princess. But it's 4 in all other Zelda. I hear. And I see. Don't man, he's terrible. Let me go free. Not the elders worried about me. Oh, I'm Ulo. I'm gonna stay here a while longer. Oh no. I'm not detecting any additional dowsing responses. Go speak with the big one. Oh, don't scare me like that. Oh no. Basically doing a very accurate summary of their dialogue. Probably accurate voicing. Voicing, I would wager. Remember how to get back up there. It is very nice to see this game running at 60 though. I also really still think the art style was a good choice. Like, it still looks nice. Oh, all my fellow Kikuyu so well, and they want me to stop worrying? Oh, excellent. They know me too well. You have a real talent for finding whatever is missing. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you have my thanks. Feel much less worried. However, I just remember where that young lady went. That young girl, Zelda. Yes, it's all coming back to me. She said she had to travel to the temple deep within these woods, I tried to warn her about how dangerous it was there, but the clever little thing vaulted off my belly and ran off on her own just the same. To the temple. And she headed down that way toward the temple, But be sure to take great care if you follow her. That area is crawling with monsters. Oh, I almost forgot, As a reward for finding all my fellow Kikuis, I'll give you a precious Kikui heirloom. Just fetch it for you right now, Pardon me a moment. I mean, to be fair, it is useful. Wonderful. With that slingshot, you should be able to find a path into the deep woods where that temple is. To start, why not try shooting that girl the vine over there? Hold the button and then use the button and then the button and then the button. Now go find that girl, I'll be rooting for you. Excellent, here we go. Yeah. Man, do I hate you. That damn bird. Oh. I'm not running back for 5 rupees. I'm just not doing it. Just not happening. Suppose we can have a save. I highly suggest you save the progress of your quest. I highly suggest you douse and you save and you douse and you save and you douse your file and saving. Well, fine. I saved. Are you happy? Further into the woods we go, while a mysterious person watches us and turns into diamonds instead of the better clubs of cards. He chose diamonds, but angular. The deep woods. Nero. Yeah, that damn beast. I'm gonna knock your hive down just because I could. Fine, I'll leave you alone for now. Good beast, go get him. balancing. Oh, never mind. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to balance her. Well, goodbye. Now we got a log. Oh, you know what? I realize I don't have to take his shit. Thank you. You bastard. Okay, I guess we have to take his shit. Fine, we'll just leave. Excellent. Symbols left, right, left, right. We are almost there. Almost. Excuse me. Since you're made out of gold doesn't mean I can't destroy you.
Hey, now there's a place I know. Hey, bud. I tell you, your timing could not have been better. I've summoned into one of the things now. It looks like something I've seen in those ancient texts. It's a block.
Yup, this is one of those things the goddess is said to have left behind for the hero of legend. Pretty amazing, right? I even thought up a name. I've been calling them goddess cubes. Makes sense, right? Ancient text says some real interesting stuff about these, and that summoned forth the light from a heavenly blade and made that sword's master receive aid. So there you have it. So you got yourself a sword there. Well, what do you think we try and solve this? Thanks a billion, bud. Made of some sort of metal I've never seen. I wailed on it, but nothing happens. You know, I would say the key is the light from a heavenly blade. But what could that possibly mean? Oh, did you see that? The cube shot up into the sky. I think it reacted to that whirly beam thing that shot out your sword. What do you think the cube shot off to anyway? This mystery just got a whole lot more mysterious. Say this cube is like that all over the land. I tell you what, you blast as many of these cubes as you can find. If you find out more about them along the way, you come see me. I'm not even gonna question if you're from the sky. Because logically, I would assume you would tell me if you were, instead of just leading me on. That's a logical assumption, so I'm not even going to assume that. Well, later, bud. Alrighty, another goddess cube. Now, what is it doing, though? Oh, yeah. Take your seats. He who descended from above, looked to the star that the bird rising heavensward gazes upon, and aim your shot there. The what? Look to the star that the bird rising heavensward gazes upon. Rising heavenward gazes upon, and aim your shot there. The door is sealed shut. Ah, well, damn it. I guess Zelda's not here. Better leave. Or maybe not. Now time for a real Zelda dungeon. Haven't had one of those in a while. And I'm going to go ahead and say I don't think Tears of the Kingdom counts, because they're not really... Master, I have bad news. The auras of many creatures reverberate throughout this temple. We can't use dowsing. Oh no, Master, it's the end of the world. 0% chance of success without dowsing. 0%. At least that's how I imagine Fi would react based on how much he really loves dowsing. Right, now it's just like... Really? Get it off there. Get it, Link. Link can't possibly reach his arm up there. It's just not allowed. He's got severe joint issues. Unless he's using a sword, I guess. You bastard. I wanted him to sit at the top and not climb all the way up, but I guess he doesn't know how to do that. Like, oh, I'm at the top, gotta climb. What does this say? I'll lend your ear to the wise voice of the servant who brought you to the firm soil. No, 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 I don't think I need to talk to Fi. Ever. I mean, I like Fi, don't get me wrong, but I definitely don't need a million tutorials. One momento. We might have a work call I'll have to attend to. I need to check, unfortunately. Such is the joy of being on call. Well, I will have to tend to it, just not quite yet. I'm sure. Okay, never mind. I'm sure it wants me to talk to Fi, but I'm going to try out some of the stuff first. And I don't have perfect memory of the dungeons here, I just know they were great. And then it's a great Zelda game besides. So we shall go this way. Listen, can you like turn around a bit? I will say, it is moderately inconvenient to not have a shield. Really, sir? Link, no. There we go. Why does it gotta go over there? Two doors lead to rooms left and right, but they will only open when the gemstones are struck. One is above, one is below. So you say. Where is my gemstone? Probably through here. Now we just need one above. I don't think I have what I need for that. In fact, I'm almost positive I don't, so we're going to ignore that for now. And... is that where it came from? It was. I don't think... Cannot climb. cannot do that. Something cannot dive underwater, so we cannot do that. Well, it didn't say the above one was in a different room, although we could also potentially access a different room as well. No, we need both switches. I think there's nothing over here. Oh, there is something up there. I thought so. Although that just leads back there. Fortunately. Well. Wait, can I spin the eyes from over here? No. I don't think it could have been in the same room because it wouldn't have let me leave. Also a chest up there. This is a bird statue, okay. Well, there we are. I don't think that's the second switch it was talking about. But that is the switch to that door. A lot easier to access with the water level raised. Before we continue, I do need to take a moment, and I need to decide when I'm doing this work call, which definitely would definitively make today a shorter stream. Hopefully, I don't need to leave before we reach the 2-hour mark. We're about an hour away from that, so we shall see. But like I said, be right back. Alright, and we are back on the recording side as well. I filled out my guard request for my job, so I might be getting a phone call. I'll just pause again if that happens. But I'm still looking to stream to the 2-hour mark before I leave, which thankfully shouldn't be an issue. And we'll definitely at least get the temple done. Don't know why I even tried that. And now we get to listen to the lovely... I do that every time. That time, I'm gonna blame me leaving the text on screen. That time, I'm gonna blame the fact that I was distracted by my work-related incident. My having to fill out a work request. So, yeah, that's just me being dumb. Apologies for the text being left on screen. Someday I will remember it. But someday I'll also probably have a more professional be right back indicator. Would be ideal. Get wrecked, spider. What does this say? In a room with 2 glittering gemstones, you shall find a temple map. Gaze upon that map until your eye finds the X. There's another gemstone. Oh, fancy. And now we get a chest. Which has the map. Oh boy, you got a map. The map shows things on the map, and the map is cool because the map has things on it. Okay, that's great, fine. That's basically all she said. No need to worry there. It's very easy to accidentally hit that button. The R button. I don't... Let go, Link. I don't remember if there was something to shoot down here. In room 2, glittering gemstones. Well, perhaps it would have been a nice riddle if there was anything riddly about it. Except the chest is just right here. As far as anything else we might need. You know there's a chest there. And there's... Okay, so that is the gemstone we missed. Or not the gemstone, the, Oh yeah, the gemstone. The shoot it switch. Whichever you want to call it. And there we have it. And now the water level will rise ever further. Are there no compasses in this? I'm guessing not. So in most Zeldas, you need the map, you know, to get all the layout of the dungeon. And then the compass actually puts chests on the map, as well as your location and etc. Which I think it looked like, as I did not recall that Skyward Sword did away with the compass. So it seems. It does not actually seem like I can get over here still. I'll have to access the chest from this room. shall access it. There we go. Oh, nice. And for that, we've got another fancy item. A key. I mean, it could be a fancy key, to be fair. It's not that fancy. But it is a key, so... yay. And with that, we proceed further into the dungeon. And it looks like we have access to a big fancy room. Too bad Blink just now decides he's gotta look at everything. Okay, well, that's fine. Not like I didn't already look at everything, like... Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze. I did, and then I didn't mute because I didn't actually sneeze, so... Or, I didn't know what I thought I was, so apologies about that. Excuse me, sir. No, no, no. And now he's defeated. Ain't no boner can stand against us. Now we actually get a really fancy item. The beetle. The unexplained power contained within this insect-shaped item allows you to control it as it flies through the air. Wow, it can fly, and you can remotely pilot it. Wowee, master. That's a beetle. You're right, Fi, it is. It sure is. And now we can leave. I would say that's another thing I missed having played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom was dungeon items, because there's a lot of physics-based puzzles and stuff you can do with the way Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is, sure. But at the same time, a lot of puzzles of that nature can just be brute force cheesed or otherwise ignored because of the mechanics. But it's a double-edged sword. Classic Zelda-style puzzles with like dungeon items and stuff. They're enjoyable. That's not to say that the Tears of the Kingdom's physics puzzles weren't enjoyable. Because they were as well, but I mean... didn't quite capture the same feeling at all. See you, nerd. I know you saw that, because I sure did. Alright, here we go. Which, it looks like it dropped a fairy, which we don't really need. The bird statues are looking over here, though. So perhaps there's something here. There's money, and then there's me getting a mushroom. For some reason. I have failed a beetle. Yeah, that's always there. Excuse me, sir. I just didn't want the bats to mess with me when I was trying to beetle. That is money. In no small amount either. Wonderful. Anyway, as I was doing, I think there's a switch up there for that heart piece. Boy howdy, there sure was. And we got it. Now I'm sure there's also a need to go through here. Maybe the other side. Or not. No, I think that's just where that connects to, and it's just mushrooms. As I recall. Unfortunately, it's not what we need. Really? Well, 20 rupees is 20 rupees. Now we're at max money. I just gotta remember how to get the wallet, because you need to buy wallets to upgrade your money. Here we finally have a switch to let us proceed. There's a chest there. spider thought it would trick us. But little did it know. What about the third eye? Oh, right, okay. The third eye doesn't want to look down too far. I think. Thought that was the issue. No, it definitely was the issue. Just modern problems require modern solutions. Now we will be able to stand at the perfect place and elevation. Cookies the eyes. I suppose by a piece I mean destroy. But tomato tomato. That will allow us to get up there. Listen, logs. There we go. Kind of. Yeah. We got the small key, which will allow us to go this way. As we rapidly approach the dungeon's end. Excuse me, sir. Oh, I missed it. God damn it. We should be fine. That's fine. Already we've seen quite a lot of enemy variety in this game, honestly. Well, I mean, relatively speaking, from what we've already seen, there's quite a bit of different enemies. It just kind of makes me... I'm not gonna turn this into just about Tears of the Kingdom not being what it could be. But let's just say I love the enemy variety that I'm experiencing already, because we're not even that far into the game. And you can be damn sure there's going to be more. I didn't miss a chest, did I? No. I mean, while it takes longer, that is still a bit more efficient than, yeah, we've got to lure him. Not with the fairy, but with one of these. And here's what we're gonna do. Come on, sir. Wonderful. Ah, yes, the chair key. Or the H key, depending on what you want to look at that as. We have to find the magic chair /H to gain access to the final room of the dungeon. Which, what do you do up here? I do. Wonderful. Very wonderful. That will allow us to swing over there. Just as soon as we're done falling to our death. Because we did not allow the rope to swing towards us. There we go. And I have a work phone call, so 1 second. Alright, that was just getting a confirmation that I do have to words. I can finish stream, a 2-hour stream, which we're like half an hour away, and then I have to run to do work. So, yes, as I already assumed, just from other reasons. Unfortunately, a shorter stream today, but we're gonna do this dungeon. Oh, yes, we are. Because we're almost at the end. Stop swinging. Hold on. Like, stop your swinging. At least it doesn't take hearts for this. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start lower. No, not uplink. Now all we gotta do is get him in there. There we go. A golden carving. A strangely shaped gold sculpture is covered in mysterious patterns. So, adding to the many things that are typical of Zelda, but are slightly different because of motion controls and other things. Rather than, you know, normally you do a dungeon and you find a boss key to unlock the boss door. This is basically the boss key of this game. You just do a tiny little motion puzzle to fit it into the slot. And then huzzah, you done it. Give me one moment to send a message to our viewer who does not have audio. There we go. Puzzles. One way or another, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom by extension took a lot from this game. It did a lot of things right, unarguably, though I'd say it's still definitely one of my top Zelda games. And there he is, the edgy man that was watching us. Look who it is. I thought that tornado I stood up would have tossed and torn you apart, yet here you are, not in pieces. Not that your life or death has any consequence. It's just that girl that matters now, and I can sense her here, just beyond this door. Yes, we plucked Her Majesty from a perch in the clouds, and now she's ours. But listen to me, I'm being positively uncivil. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Demon Lord who presides over this land you look down upon. This world you call the surface, you may call me Girahim. In truth, I very much prefer to be indulged with my full title, Lord Girahim, but I'm not fussy. Did you really just draw your sword, a foolish boy? By all rights, the girl should have fallen into our hands already. She was nearly ours when that loathsome servant of God snatched her away. You have any idea how that made me feel inside? Yours, outraged, sick with anger. This turn of events enlisted me with a strong appetite for bloodshed. Still, it hardly seems fair, being in my position, to take all of my anger out on you, because I promised up front not to murder you. No, I'll just beat you within an inch of your life. Put the sword you have here, but as long as you telegraph your attacks like the now, I'll never land a blow. Give me my sword back, thank you. I don't have a shield. Can I backflip? I can't remember. Oh dear. I could do that. me sit up. Try this again with the calibration. Oh man, I wish I had a shield. I guess I should stop trying to spin when he runs at me. Well, you put up more of a fight than I would have thought possible out of such a soft boy. But don't clap for yourself quite yet. That sword of yours is the only reason you still live. I fear I spent far too long teasing and toying with you. The girl's presence is all but faded from this place, which means there's no reason to linger here. Goodbye, Skychild. Run along and play this time. Get in my way again, though, when you're dead. I am tempted to try that boss fight, or another boss fight with the controller rather than motion controls, but I don't have a problem with the motion controls other than I have to often recalibrate them. And I swear I was trying to swing one way a lot, and it didn't result in swinging that way. But either way, that is a boss defeated and a heart gathered. We need to do it that way, I guess. I also don't exactly sit in the most conducive motion control format. Not often. What a nice little place. And lo and behold, we've activated another symbol of the goddess. Master, I have a message written in the language of the God's Road. Allow me to translate for you. To the edge of time I guide you, the one chosen to carry out the goddess's mission. The spirit maiden who descended from the clouds must travel to 2 sacred places to purify her body. You stand in one of these places, Skyview Spring. The other is known as the Earth Spring. The second spring is hidden away deep within the scorched earth of Elden. The spirit maiden, ever mindful of the heavy task entrusted to her, has set out for the second sacred place. And we've got a stone tablet to take us there. Oh yeah. Master, as I just translated, it would appear that Zelda purified herself in the waters of this spring. I calculated 97% chance that it already fell off at Elden. It's not clear what method of travel Zelda used. You should take the tablet to the altar in Skyloft. Wowee. And so we shall go. Oh, it's a friend.
Hey, it's me, Queen. Did you find the girl?
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I? Don't you tell me you forgot your old buddy Machi. Now he's sad, Kukui. I'm so glad I finally been reunited with all my Kikui friends. It's all thanks to you, Kui. And then hopefully you'll find that girl you've been searching for real soon, Kordoku. Take care, okay?
Wowee, thanks for that. Don't know how you got here or how you left, but whatever. I don't know, but I think there might be something or some things up here. Oh no. It gets very angry if I try to search. Well, that's fine. We'll just take the statue up. To the sky. And away we go.
Master Frost. When you hit that Gazki with Skyward Strike, I was able to detect a resulting energy reaction above the clouds. Wowee.
You should go there, because that is where it is. And that's where we shall do. We're definitely not going to go to Elden today, obviously, because we only got 15 minutes. But we can go here. Good, Link. Very good. And then it's awarded us with a bigger adventure pouch, which actually is nice. And we've got pumpkins. Or do we? I shall smash one of the pumpkins.
Welcome to every bird rider's favorite rest stop, the Lumpy Pumpkin. This is a place where you can enjoy some of our famous pumpkin soup.
10 rupees a bottle. I don't have a bottle.
Don't break anything or make some mess in my pub, especially on special ordered custom-made chandelier hanging from the ceiling. I don't even want to see you shaking it. Don't even look at it sideways, am I clear?
Yeah, but there's a heart piece on it. So you know what we gotta do.
Listen to this. That old guy over there says he saw a demon. He's obviously trying to get Keen's attention, but he won't get anywhere using creepy lines like that. You believe me, don't ya?
Sure.
I know, right? You're a good kid.
You didn't even tell me.
There's a fiendish demon living in Skyloft. I'm telling you, I came this close to getting eaten by that evil beast. Look, I've got a little night training, but you better keep your guard up or I'll take a bite out of you too.
Hi!
Well, welcome. I can see from your handsome outfit there that you're a Skyloft knight. Don't make yourself at home. Are the rupees sitting on top of the chandelier caught your eye? Don't go thinking you can get those down, you hear? You might think that you can knock the rupees down by bumping something making the chandelier shake, but Don't even think about it, are we clear? Very clear. We're very clear. What is this nerd doing here? Hey Frost, I didn't think I'd see you here, but you wondered what I'm doing here. I think I mentioned this before, but man, I'm really into bugs. I'm out collecting insects wherever I think I'll find them. If you have a bug net too, you should try catching some. If you don't have one, you can pick one up at Beetle's Air Shop. I'm sure that sweaty shopkeeper is flying around Skull off now. That's very great. So... hold on. No roughhousing on the balcony. Why would you do that? Get down here and come here this instant. Damn, if I was faster, I wanted to capture a screenshot of just his open face. Yeah, it's fine. Because I got this. Also, I could not use the bug. Because it wouldn't let me. I'm sure it's fine. Don't even pretend that was an accident. I put signs up there to warn people to be careful of the chandelier and everything. Well, I washed my hands of the whole thing. I was surprised my deck is you royal chewing out. What is wrong with you? Just look at what you've done. You broke my fancy custom order chandelier. You're gonna be working for me for free until you pay off every single rupee that chandelier cost me. Got that? Sure. That's right. I'm gonna hold you to that. Let's not waste any time putting you to work. I need you to deliver my famous soup to Aegis, Skyhouse Knight Commander. He says he can't get his day started without a bowl of my soup. Alright, here's the hot pumpkin soup. Deliver that to the Knight Commander. They'll be cold in 5 minutes. The Knight Commander hates cold soup, so you're gonna take this hot soup over to him. Okay, but for real, who the fuck doesn't hate cold soup? Are there even any soups that are meant to be cold? Surely that such a heathenist thing is not real. Where is the Knight Commander? We'll find it, no problem. Has to do a loading screen for Skylock. Wait, is the Knight Commander? Yeah, it's this guy. I'm pretty sure. Hey, you've been working hard on your swordsmanship? Oh my lord, that smell. I know that earthly aroma. Isn't that my favorite pumpkin soup? Here you go. Yes, give it to me. So good. This is the stuff. Pumpkin soup is best piping hot. Imagine drinking like a full bottle that's as big as your face of soup that's also hot. Well done. Say thanks to the owner for me. We will do that eventually. Lots of side quests. They're not labeled as quests. There's no like quest log like there is in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but it does have plenty of side content, among other things. Although on that note, we are almost out of time. I am going to do two things. First, I'm going to go to the item check again, Because speaking of side content, there's side content here, even though I don't remember ever needing to use the item check.
Like when the item check, you wanna put stuff into storage or take something out of storage, blah 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 blah. No. Oh, really great.
Maybe I have to use the item storage, actually. Let me see what I can even put in there. Oh. Well, there's a lot of stuff. But it's fine. We don't need to do anything. Can I buy bombs? Oh, you can't buy bombs unless you have a bomb bag. My apologies. Oh, here, this is what we need. Oh, I thought that was the wallet.
Thank you for your loyal and continued patronage.
You can talk to Gondo about the durability of our shield. Where is Beetle? That'll be the last thing we do. Hold on. Jump, Link. Link, you gotta grab onto it. There we go. So you see this perpetually floating building. And here we have our good friend Beetle, who just cannot have a normal house.
Oh, you've come all this way. It's so rare to have a customer here. Beetle's air shop is everything you could ever want. Please take a look around.
And if you actually buy something, that would be even better. Well, whether I actually buy something or not depends on how much this wallet costs.
Oh,
An extra wallet! Oh, wait, no. You can carry an extra 300. And it only costs 100. Hell yeah. That's what we need.
thank you. You've given me the strength to keep pedaling.
I don't have 300 rupees for an adventure pouch slot. Mysterious and mystical effects. For 800 rupees. Okay, how much is the bug net? Oh yeah. Now we can get the bugs. Excellent. Thank you, Beetle. And then he's off to fly his air shop elsewhere, probably. But she insists on flying around. One blessed butterfly. There sure are a lot of things we got to get. Good thing it's like really fucking easy to catch bugs. Just wildly go around with the thing until Link takes out his sword to stab someone angrily. I need to find a bird, a save bird. Well, here we are, the save bird. Alright, well, we are going to save and quit. We made a fair amount of progress. And with that, we are done with Skyward Sword for now. Which, unfortunately means that we are done with streaming tonight, because again, rough day, plus on top of actually having more work to do. Tomorrow, Again, it depends, because being on call really sucks. Rough day wouldn't normally be enough to definitively say I'm not streaming a full night, but if all goes well, and I don't have any work to do after, if nothing comes in, we will start Final Fantasy V, which we'll probably open with, since we didn't get to do it tonight, and then we'll do more Zelda. And that's probably what we're going to do till one of them finishes, for the most part. I'd say Zelda will probably finish first, I would imagine. Either way, we'll have to reassess how close we are to the Pikmin 4 release for what we're going to stream next. Because I want to give myself time to 100% Pikmin's 1, 2, and 3 on stream. Because I'm very excited for Pikmin 4. That is slightly over a month away, like a month and a half. Either way, I want to thank each and every one of you wonderful people for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. So, as we say, until next time.